Amid the excitement, everyone cheers, even Bogong celebrates the new life. At night, the wife returns home, sees clothes all over the floor, and can't help laughing. She opens the door to see romantic red candles. Whoa! Parker arranged all this. In this cozy setting, they apologize, recalling the past. Their 25-year mutual support proves love can withstand time. After tender interaction, they are back in the honeymoon phase, thrilled. But in the doghouse, Bogong looks worried, watching his owner. The next morning, Parker goes to work as usual, but Bogong behaves oddly, spinning in circles as if dancing alone. He seems to want to tell Parker something. Parker thinks he might be feeling unwell, but after checking, he heads out on his. Once his owner leaves, Bogong dashes to the cabin, picks up the fearless ball, and sprints to him. Just as Parker gets ready to enter the station, he turns and sees Bogong running toward him, panting with that little ball in his mouth. Parker is so surprised, he almost drops his jaw. He tentatively throws the ball. Surprisingly, Bogong chases and retrieves it without hesitation, filling Parker with immense joy. He proudly boasts to the kids in class and the conductor about his dog, as if sharing the joy of winning a gold medal. Glancing at the time, fearing lateness, Parker must head to the station, seeing Bogong circle again. So he comforts Bogong and promises to meet him at 5 p.m., all while thinking he can't let this delay his work. Bogong watched the train depart with a summer face, silently wishing to keep his owner. That day, Parker attended class, fiddling with the baseball. Suddenly, Parker's face turns pale, and in the next moment, it's like he sneezed hard and crumpled in the classroom. Bogong waits by the flower bed. Time flies mercilessly, and it's his first time missing his owner. Confusion shows in his puppy eyes. He knows not what happened, only that his owner didn't come today. The last train stopped, then a beam of light hit Bogong's face. It's Mike coming to the station to take him home. That evening, Bogong peeks through a gap, observing the sadness in the house. He seems to understand what's happened. The next day, the daughter in black approaches Bogong, strokes him as her father did, with tears in her eyes. She goes to her father's funeral. All relatives and friends are there except Bogong, who arrives at 5:30 p.m. as usual. He patiently waits at the flower bed, face heavy, yet filled with hope of seeing a familiar figure. Bogong waits till dark again. The caretaker, pitying him from afar, approaches and whispers, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" No one told Bogong what this means. He just knows his owner didn't show up yesterday, but that doesn't mean he won't come today. That day, the 5:30 p.m. Parker promise became an unbreakable contract in Bogong's heart. Unable to face the house filled with memories of her husband, the wife reluctantly sold it. Bogong moved in with his daughter. As they left, familiar views receded, his eyes dimming. At his daughter's new home, Bogong has his own little spot, but day after day he seems dull and distant, until one day Mike suddenly appears at the doorstep. Seizing the chance, Bogong bolts outside, racing toward the horizon. He still misses his owner, even if he doesn't know the way home. Aware that the journey home is long, Bogong runs steadfastly forward, stopping to rest on abandoned tracks when he gets tired. Perhaps memories guide Bogong, leading him to find that familiar street corner, only to realize the house there has become strange. Realizing this is no longer his home, he returns to the familiar station, and the time reads exactly 4:55 p.m. Bogong sits back in his old spot, waiting for his owner to walk out of the station. When people see him again, they're all amazed. Even the small stall owner, who used to think dogs were a nuisance, hands him a piping hot dog. Then, Parker's daughter and son-in-law arrive. Bogong knows they would come for him because this is his determination to his owner. He too misses his dad. Bogong continues to appear despondent, refusing even to eat his meals, and it is only the distant sound of a train whistle that can successfully draw his attention. "I want to stay by your side. I want to stay by your side." Let the past blow away with the wind, taking all pain and worries with it. After that, Bogong became a true stray dog. The small stall owner wasn't too surprised to see him return and greeted him just like before. So, rain or shine, the flower bed became his home. Whenever he was hungry, he'd go begging for food along the street. An evening came, and he saw the small stall owner packing up, head rest on the abandoned tracks. One day, Bogong met a companion. He observed his companion's carefully groomed fur and the closeness with their owner, and a look of loss gradually filled his eyes. He too once had an owner but he didn't understand why he could no longer wait for him. 6 months later, a reporter comes asking the caretaker about Bogong. After hearing about Bogong's story, he felt that it was an absolutely excellent tale, so he took a photograph of him and had it published in the newspaper, causing Bogong's story to swiftly spread in all directions. People are moved by his loyalty and start sending food and money. The caretaker takes responsibility for his care. Parker's Japanese friend also saw the newspaper and came to that platform, speaking to Bogong in a language they both understood. The friend did not convince him to leave because he had said before, once in a key to decide something, it won't easily change. Seasons change day after day, and Bogong steadfastly continues to wait. This waiting went on for 10 years, forming the essence of his whole life. In the 10th winter, the wife returns to the small town. She came to attend Parker's 10th anniversary memorial, and Parker's friend arrived too. They quickly made their way home. They brought Bogong back home, reflecting on the passage of time and mourning their lost friend. Just as they finished their memorial and were heading back, the wife spots a familiar figure. On that familiar street, a slowly shuffling old dog makes its way toward the station. It's none other than Bogong, who has faithfully waited for 10 long years. Subscribe prompt. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe.